What is going on, YouTube? PPS here, YouTube Play of the Day. We got two spots this morning for you guys. Two MLB plays coming at you guys for this huge slate. We got a full day of action. Obviously, love the Wednesday slates, Saturday slates, where you get like two full slates like that. 3 o'clock's gonna have a lot of games, and then you're gonna obviously have a lot at 6. UFC starts at 3 as well, so it's gonna be a pretty busy day for your boy here. Getting ready to get after it. So if you could hit that like button for your boy here and subscribe to the channel, and I will get it going here. So 1-1 last show. Mets did not get it done. Should have just played 4. They won, I think, every other one higher than this, but did not get to this one. Burns did cash. Soroka did lose. Happy about that. So we end up moving to 1950. We lose 0.05 units. And we head into today. So little different stuff today that I like. I'm gonna have both different DraftKings open to create these. So first one I'm gonna do Bryce Miller, Mason Black. And then I'm gonna show you my other one here as I'm going here. So that's Mason Black there, and then Jesus. Happens when I have two DraftKings ones up here. So these tabs always get you when you decide to share a screen and you have to use DK for both. So second one's going to be Kevin Gausman, Arizona Diamondbacks play there. Let's get it started. So I'll start out with D-backs. The Diamondbacks team total over 2.5 for the full game. So this is an alternate line, full game team total. I really like the D-backs today. I think John Means is going to get that overhype that we see a lot. He faced against the Reds in his first start, who are 5th worst in the MLB in OPS. He now faces the number 1 team against lefties. And guess who that is? That is the big bad Arizona Diamondbacks. And I'm really excited for them today. John Means strikeout number at 3.5. Very, very low. Doesn't miss many bats. Obviously, the numbers so far this year really don't mean much to me going through one start. But now you face the number 1 team against lefties. Gurriel, Walker, Ketel Marte, all significantly better versus left-handed pitching. I think this is going to be a tough spot for them. And I'm going to trust this Diamondbacks offense. Heading over to Kevin Gausman, obviously elite stuff. And he's starting to kind of get his mojo back a little bit. You can't really look at the full year numbers so far just because you know how bad it's been. But only a 21% K rate so far this year. The numbers have been skewing up a little bit more now that he's, kind of been going the way he wants. Only a 5% walk rate as always. Splitter, 31% swinging, 31% whiff rate. Coming off of last year where he had to have 43%. I expect it to kind of go up as his velo starts going up. His fastball still is a mile an hour slower than what it was last year, and that splitter is about a mile an hour slower from last year. And I think that those numbers continue to climb as he gets more worked into the season. It's not like we haven't seen Gausman like this before. So great matchup here against the Twins, who obviously, as we all know, strike out a lot. I think they are if they're not number 1, they're right there. They are striking out at over 29% K rate right now versus right-handed pitching. So I'm going to trust Gausman. I'm going to trust the stuff and think that he's going to get that job done in this early game. Number 2, heading over to Mason Black and Bryce Miller. So for Mason Black, it's pretty easy. I love Nick Lodolo, and I think that Nick Lodolo shoves on these guys. Mason Black, obviously, good pitcher, decent prospect. I don't particularly know if I trust him to go deep in this ball game, especially when you have a guy like Logan Webb last game who, was able to get deep enough in that game to not have the bullpen be used that much. So I think you're going to be seeing a little bit more willingness to go to the bullpen. Last game, he faced the Phillies in Philly. He gave up 5 runs, 3 walks. I think this Reds team has enough firepower to score. But I'm more thinking that even if he only gives up 2 runs, I don't think Lodolo's getting hit around here at all by this San Francisco Giants team. So sign me up for the no win there to go along with Bryce Miller, who's been nothing short of spectacular this year. I have him in so much best ball. that obviously I am feeling pretty good about it because he went pretty late. Under a 1 whip. His strikeout rate up to 27% right now. Fastball is getting a ton of swing and miss at only 95 miles an hour, which I think is really important because you're starting to see that ball kind of carry a little bit. And we like to see that. Obviously, that's going to help the expected numbers. That sinker's not getting that much swing and miss, but people are really struggling hitting it with only a 200 batting average. I think that splitter sweeper combo as well should be continuing us to get that ball on the ground. And I really like Miller in this spot against the Oakland A's in Seattle. We talk about the park in Oakland and how bad it is for scoring runs. I mean, Seattle's right there. Seattle's park is right there in terms of limiting power, limiting runs scored in that spot. I think you see Bryce Miller go out and absolutely shove. I know he didn't do terrible against the Astros in his last outing. In his home starts this year in 24 innings, he has a 2.2 ERA with a 145 batting average against. I think the A's are going to roll out a lot of lefties, and right now you're seeing a bunch of reverse splits for Bryce Miller. 128 batting average allowed to lefties. The power numbers are higher versus lefties, so I do think this is a good spot because I don't trust many of the power lefties in this lineup. I don't trust JJ Bleday that much, especially in this spot. Abraham Toro, not really a big power guy in this spot. So I think that Mason Miller not Mason Miller, love Mason Miller, but Bryce Miller will be able to limit the damage, and I think he's going to do very, very well tonight. All right, guys, those are the 2 plays. We got D-backs team total over 2.5, ultimate line with Kevin Gausman, 5 strikeouts, and Bryce Miller under 2.5 earned runs with Mason Black, no win from the Giants. So thank you guys so much. Big day for me, and I have a lot of stuff coming out. So thank you guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 2K. Hopefully we'll get that soon. So thank you guys. Best of luck today, and let's cash some tickets.